Hello everyone, as you know that we are preparing for the DV2022, so I want to make sure that I give specific instructions, and I will be going to the overall instructions for the DV lottery and take some of those instructions which you need to know before you apply, so that you cannot make mistakes, or sometimes you might do certain mistakes but you still win, but you can be denied the visa later on even if you have won. One among those kind of requirements is about the photograph. The question is, can you use the photograph you have used in the previous year? You applied for the DV 2021 and didn't win, or you applied in the DV 2020, you didn't win. Can you use that photo for the DV 2022? What does the regulation say, or the instruction say? And what is the reality? Welcome everyone, this is Ernest Boniface Makulilo, and I'm here to give you some quick updates and ways you can avoid what I call the technical knockout, because sometimes you might win the DV lottery but eliminated or being disqualified because of the mistakes which can be avoided, which you can be able to escape from. Don't do these mistakes. They are small mistakes, but they can cost you big. Okay, so I'm talking about the photograph. So this video is not about, okay, let's go to the specifications and all other things. It's just one item, because it has been a tendency of many people. For instance, last year or the year before, you applied and used a certain photograph, you use the same photo for the following year, partly because that photo met all the qualifications, and you don't see the reason why should I go to the studio to take a new photo, or why should I go and find a white wall or white piece of cloth, whatever, to take a new photo. Why should I bother if I already have the previous photo? Remember, the instruction says you must use the recent photo, the photo you have used in the, you have taken at least in the last 6 months. I will explain why the 6 months and why the issue of not using the photo has used in prior years. The 6-month duration is because people change. So they wanted people to use the recent photo so that when you win, when you go to the DV lottery, they know it is you. Example, if for me, you take the photo which I took in 2010, I used to have a lot of hair, very big like Jackson 5. If you look at me, some of my old photos, man, I look like those people who were freedom fighters in Africa back in the day. If you look at me now, there is no hair at all. So the point is, don't use the photo which is very old to the extent you appear into the US Embassy. They look, are you the one, or you were the father of this particular person who has won the DV lottery? So the purpose, they want someone, the current photo. And especially for the children change a lot. Adults who don't change a lot. So is it a big deal if you use a photo which is 1 year old? Is not a problem. 7 months old? No problem. Because we don't change a lot as adult. But my advice is just follow the instruction. Don't question too much. They have their own reason why they decided to have 6 months a cap. So better just have the 6 months, take the photo now, use it. But speaking of the older photo, I said sometimes you can use it the last year, you can use the photo 6 months, 7 months, whatever. Is not much of the big deal, because people don't change a lot, especially for adult. For the children, if I take my daughter Faustina 6 months ago and now, they are two different people. Now she's different, she's mature, whatever, older enough, whatever, you can see most of the changes. But some people, because of that problem, they are going to use the photo of last year in the application. So if you go to the instruction, just go and type DV lottery instruction, and I'm going to put the link of the DV lottery instruction in the particular video, this one, in the description, or in the comment. I will pin the first comment. You can see the link. You go to the direct to the instruction number 7, which says the entrance photograph. So the photo must be a recent, taken within 6 months. at least within the last 6 months of yourself. The same photo, like the same requirement also for your child. The same requirement if you are married. So don't bring the group photo. Don't bring the full photo. We are talking about the passport photo. So the instruction goes in saying, submitting the same photograph that was used, that was submitted with the prior year's application or the prior year's entry. Meaning, we are talking the prior year, DV2021, DV2020, DV2019, the previous year's entry, the previous year application. Submitting the same photograph you have used in the prior years, submitted in the prior years, prior entry, will result in disqualification. So, how do they know? I do not know. I do not know how will they detect. Does the machine going to detect? Probably yes. Because until they put this as instruction that we are going to disqualify you, maybe the machine can be able to detect. But sometimes no. But possible if it's not, maybe they can just check on the interview. But the interview, they didn't ask about the photograph. My point is, don't take a chance to try to test them. Sometimes you don't win and you do not know what are the reasons. But I've seen some people, there are some people who have won using the old photo. And I know them because I uploaded someone using the previous entry. Was not this 2021, was the DV2018. Someone won and used the photo of the previous application, which the person applied didn't win, and I uploaded on the last day using the same photo. He won, and he's here in the US. So, but doesn't mean because that person won and the person got the interview, everything without a problem, and came to America, it doesn't mean that you have to do it. While I was doing that way, in DV2018, it was 2016, when I applied for the person, I didn't have the photo, I didn't know much of the that particular regulation. I know about the being not to use the photo 6 months, so there is a technique you can be able to go and receive the photo, looks like a new photo. But the point is, if you have the option of taking the new photo, please do so. Don't test them. Don't start regretting later, looking for what are the reasons why you didn't win the DV lottery. And possibly you didn't win because there are so many applicants in the DV lottery. But this might be something can come to hunt yourself when the starting, just like starting on your own because I used it the last year. You didn't win because for other reason, but don't come later to have any other regret. Maybe this is the mistake, this is the mistake, this is the mistake. Make sure that you avoid all the mistakes and you don't win because of it's the lottery. Because it's the number of people, there are so many people who have applied for the DV lottery and fewer are supposed to win. That is the only reason you need to lose, not to lose of the technical disqualifications. Because you are going to do twice application, duplicate application. You are going to use the photo. They say, don't use the full photo, you're going to use the full photo. Don't use the photo you used last year, you're going to use that one. They might disqualify you. So, I do not know what technology they are using, but my advice is, don't test them. Go and take the new photo and apply. So, I'll go and find the other aspect of the applications and go through those areas and make sure that you avoid any disqualification which can come along to you. Thank you so much, everyone. Goodbye. This is EBM. Remember to subscribe if you haven't done so and share these videos to others. Goodbye.